It's the Don't Make It Weird podcast with your hosts, Daniel and Dinasaurus.
Finally, the Dank has come back to the Don't Make It Weird podcast. Welcome to the only writing, storytelling, comedy podcast for the writing community, by the writing community. I'm one of your podcast hosts, Daniel Quigley, and I am joined, as always, by the heated hedonist whose hateful heresies herald harm herself, Dinasaurus! Man, that was so good.
You've used hedonism before, haven't you?
I bet it felt right, Dina. Sometimes it has to feel right.
You ever? So I want to know something here.
Okay.
If I'm alone or not. You guys ever talk sitting on the toilet? Obviously, since you're a guy, you would be taking a shit. I assume, unless you pee sitting down.
About
allegedly.
Cool
40% of my day is spent on the toilet. Sean, would that be accurate?
I don't keep track of your day, so I have no fucking idea.
So anyway, like you're ever sitting there and like you sit up too far and you've touched the back of the toilet lid, and then like you immediately need to go shower.
No, I don't think this is something that I've experienced. My posture is not that good.
I'm usually hunched over my phone on the toilet, so
yeah, exactly.
I'm like
I'm like a little poop.
But then like you ever like make the mistake.
I'm like a little. No, dude, I'm like a little poop goblin. I'm just like over there, like that. No, I have not done. Has this happened to you recently, Dina? Like, is this something
it happened
that you
yesterday.
Should be, oh. Did you immediately shower?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, did you? Now, I will go in another direction. You want to know what the worst feeling in the world is? The fucking worst. Okay.
Probably
and I know Sean
sex
can back
with
me
you.
up on.
Wow, that was good.
All right, great show, everyone. I need to go to the burn ward. I'm done. I just got fucking wrecked right there. Shout out my wife. I'm so sorry that you have to sleep with me. But Dina, have you ever had the irresistible? Okay, that's fair. Have you ever had the irresistible need to poop mid shower? And then you have to do the awkward get out of the shower, sit down on the toilet seat while your body's fucking wet and it is uncomfortably moist and humid, and it's the worst experience that one can have.
As a child that couldn't control her own body, bladder, stomach.
Just wipe it on the wall.
Okay, what about if you've been at the pool? And you have to go out and just pee.
That is awful.
Yeah.
Especially if you're wearing a one piece. Imagine.
That's rough. Yeah, I wear one pieces a lot. Sean, what do you feel about that, buddy?
I think what's worse than that is when you just took an amazing shower and you feel so clean and so refreshed, and you're like just have dried off or are drying off, and then you have to take a shit because it erases that clean feeling. Like,
now you're back to being a disgusting pig again.
If I shower in the morning, which I often do, and then I have to take a shit like shortly thereafter, it kind of sets a bad precedent for the rest of the day. Like it kind of ruins my day. I'll be honest.
Well, you guys, you want to know what ruins my day? It's when I don't get a chance to introduce the third member of our team, because we have another member, and he's already been talking here a little bit, and you guys love him almost as much as you love me. And you know what, guys?
More.
More, honestly. I fell in love with Sean. I made him liver once and he lost it completely. He's in love with Calais. And sometimes a barking seal can be so misleading. He turns and says, "Are you all right?" I said, "I must be fine because Clippy's still beaten. Come and record with me on Riverside." Dina said it's fine. She don't consider it cheating. Producer Sean, everyone.
Is there a reason you chose that song today, bud?
Sean, it's because we need to do a deep dive into you, buddy. We need to get to know you a little bit more. We've heard a lot of stories by Dina, a lot of stories by me. And for the folks, if you guys stick around and listen, I think we have a very special story time this week. Who's gonna be our story time teller, Dina?
Oh, me. It's gonna be Sean.
Sean is already ready to answer that question.
It's story time with producer Sean today, and
Yay.
we'll tease that in a little bit. But
you have to do
first,
the button for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's story time with producer Sean today. So, by popular demand, aka our new fan Levi, who demanded a story time with producer Sean. So we're going to do that today, and I'll tease that in a moment. But first, let's talk about our drinking games. We observe Buffalo on this show, which means we drink with our offhand.
Buffaloites.
We are all right-handed, which means we all drink with our left hand on the show and out in the world. And if we get caught by someone else drinking with our right hands, we have to finish our drink right then and there. Also, we have a series of words and phrases that trigger a buzzer just like this. That means it's time to drink. And this week, we're introducing a new segment where we all try the same weird drink together. And guys, this week, we discovered Sunny D Vodka Seltzer.
Not a sponsor.
Kelly sent me a picture of this while she was shopping one day, and I was immediately intrigued, and I thought, you know what? Let's try it together. So we all picked up a pack of these Sunny D Vodka Seltzers, and we're all going to give it a try right now. Kelly's got one too.
Before we do that, though, I'm going to be drinking a little extra today in punishment because I missed a last episode, and I've been told that I've been a little bit of a buzzkill. I haven't been partying as hard. So today, we're going to be starting out with spicy pickle vodka, and I'm going to be hating life while the rest of them are enjoying a nice
Dude, that actually sounds really good to me. Have you ever had a pickleback?
I did. That's what I immediately thought of.
I don't know if
but it's vodka, not...
You guys, he can't open the miniature bottle.
I know. I figured it out. It smells very pickle-esque. It has a strong waft of pickle.
When do we get to try our drink?
Daniel's going to do his shot really quick because he has to step on people's toes.
Listen, the audience likes to edge, Dina. We're edging right now.
Oh my God, just drink your drink. I want a sip.
Choke on the pickle, buddy.
Sing pickle be praised.
All right.
So much.
I'm actually kind of disappointed this is clear. I was hoping it'd be orange. But
isn't that good,
cheers,
buddy?
guys. Let's chase it with some Sunny D.
It's so hot.
I'm a little scared.
I still taste hot pickle.
Holy crap, it tastes just like Sunny D.
I want to enjoy it.
It's carbonated Sunny D.
It's got a little bit of an aftertaste, though.
I mean, all these hard seltzers do. It's like that same lingering thing. All right.
It was so hot.
Well, I don't know if I'd ever buy this again, but I don't hate it.
I should have sipped it first.
Okay. No, you don't sip it, buddy. It's a shot.
No, I'm saying I should have sipped Sunny D first. Right now, I don't have an opinion.
do you need 10 minutes?
Yeah, I need a hug. Sean, can you just go ahead and pop that shirt off?
Yeah, sure thing, buddy. So Daniel asked for some time to talk about his shower thoughts, and imagine you can hear shower sounds right now because I'm going to add them in post.
Oh, thank you. So, guys, I want to give you guys a very rare opportunity. I want you guys to come behind the scenes.
No, thank you.
Hop in the shower with me like your horse girl, and I have a horrifying thought.
Do you want us to shit in the shower like a horse would? Oh, shit.
Do horses shit in the shower?
No, but they just like kind of free ball their...
That's 3.
That's 3.
Yeah, that would... This Sunny D is amazing after that pickle shot, dude. I'm telling you.
The trick to make this good is to drink something awful beforehand. Got it.
Yes, that is the key here. So, all right. I've got a daughter and a son, and they're both very young. And my daughter.
Hold on. Have you ever noticed that he just very often forgets about baby Laser?
I do forget about Laser all the time.
He did take a beat there and add and a son. I
had to remind him the other day that he has a son.
Yeah.
I love him. Fuck you guys. My daughter's really adorable.
You should try being a part of their lives sometime. Anyway, go on.
So I've been watching over the last 5+ years. I've been watching a lot of Disney. Specifically, Bluey, amazing and the worst thing that's ever happened to television. But I was watching Little Mermaid, and then I was watching Little Mermaid 2, and I had the horrifying thought of, for a lot of reasons, how horrifying is the post-wedding coitus between the Little Mermaid and Prince Eric? Because I want you guys to think about this for a second. The Little Mermaid is from a fish culture. All of her sisters are basically the same age. So that's like a clutch of eggs. This isn't like a mammalian birth here. This was fish-style birth. And that is all she's known of sex. She's never had a vagina. She does not know how mammals make boing boing. And now on her first week into having a life, no one's in the class will talk about it. Her husband doesn't know. He's just like, yeah, wedding night. This is gonna happen. And this is a king and queen thing. So consummating the marriage has to happen immediately. And she has to be getting pregnant immediately because, mermaid too, she's got kids. That had to be trauma that she can't unlive. Like, what the fuck did she think? The first night she's like, oh man, what a great wedding. I'm ready to go to sleep. And he's like, hey, so listen, I'm going to put my dangling appendage inside of you. And she's going to be like, what the fuck? Like, this is a fucked up thing. This is horror movie stuff, guys.
Just so we're clear, while you're watching Disney movies with your children, you're thinking about the characters having sex with each other.
Yes.
I mean, okay, I'm going to defend him on this one because, who doesn't?
Yeah. Thank you. What?
Snow White was 14, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Different time, different culture. Because Ariel's like 16. How are you not sitting there
going, this is horrifying? How are you not
Yes. Yet they're all inexperienced children, and she doesn't understand anatomy or basic biology.
I mean, I feel like it would be no different from any other, girl becoming a woman.
No, because at least fucking Belle, she's read books. She's a smart person. She knows what she's getting into post-marriage.
Yeah, and I
too learned about sex from books.
I bet those sex ed books in the little French town where she lived was super accurate for the time.
Okay, but at least there's conversations. There's gonna be fucking midwives
but hold
or
on.
old
Here's
maids.
Here's the thing, Daniel. I feel like this is a poor reflection on you. Because
How's this a poor reflection on me?
First of all, sex doesn't have to hurt the first time.
When you go straight to the butt, it does. What?
Who's to say that she had a bad first time? Who's to say that Eric is stingy?
I want you to think that you got put into an alien culture. You just got fucking kidnapped by aliens. They have completely different biology than you. You have no idea how any of their sexual relations work. She doesn't know what a fucking fork does, Dina.
And he's going to teach me.
Yeah, you just got picked up by an alien, and now they're sticking a fucking probe in your eyeball going, yeah, baby, about to make you pregnant. What the fuck would your reaction be?
It would depend on if they're making
gentle
efforts.
With their finger to your eye.
You've heard of eyeball licking.
Making eye babies.
All right, well, sound off in the comments. What do you think about this shower thought from Daniel? And what do you think Ariel felt like in that moment?
I'm just saying it's horror movie shit, guys. But anyways, I digress. We'll hop out of the shower here, guys, because it's time to get to the segment that we are all truly prepared for. The one that really gets the people going. So I want you to
the 1 second pitch. Sorry.
Okay, no, Dina, no.
She's skipping right to the end.
I've been waiting for this moment for too long, Dina. All right. So I want you guys to dim the lights, put on some good mood music, and tuck in with a nice warm, cozy blanket because it is time for Dina's TikTok conspiracy corner.
Oh, yeah, it is. So here's the thing.
So ready?
Well, no, I had a speech prepared because I am so fucking deep on conspiracy TikTok that I don't know what's real anymore. I am an intelligent person, despite what Drunk Don't Make It Weird presents or allows me to present myself as. Anyway, whatever.
College at 12.
I'm intelligent. I know what's real and what's not. I know science, but I don't know
cult science.
If this is a simulation anymore. I don't know if the Earth is round. There is a lot of science, and I see why people believe it. Anyway, I'm on Illuminati TikTok. Y'all don't even know. That shit's fucking wild. And the thing with this is how they got me. Illuminati TikTok, 100% believe it. I believe every fucking thing that I see there because I can't say how, but I've been involved in situations where I'm like, Illuminati, real. Yep. Absolutely no. So what, Sean?
I didn't think that
I
was
have
a
so
question.
many questions. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So like Illuminati TikTok, absolutely there. Believe everything that I'm saying. But then that's how they got me because I'm like, wait, if
The
this is
Illuminati
truth,
yeah,
maybe the earth is flat. And I hate that I'm saying that.
Dina, you've flown on planes.
Okay. It's but see, here's the latest thing that got me was that the firmament.
Boobs or genitals. Oh, I'm sorry.
The firmament. Yeah.
Butt is genitalia. Okay. So something about water and how it reflects, it always curves. So if we're like, you see something flat, the water's always there. It's always going to curve to reflect against the flat surface. So if the earth is round, we don't have rainbows.
That doesn't hold up to science because rainbows are light spectrums.
Right, but I don't remember what the actual TikTok said. But it made sense based on the light spectrum and how the water bends. So anyway, okay.
So Sean, hold on, quick question. So Sean, if Dina ends up being like the old lady that walks, remember in Belmont, we had that old lady that would just walk around pushing a shopping cart with no pants on, like all the time?
Yeah, just a long white t-shirt.
Yeah. If Dina becomes her, is it our fault for pushing this segment?
Yes.
No, it's TikTok's fault. It's social media's fault.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we blame China.
I got my conspiracy though. Mandela effect is just used by the government to see who notices what, to see who they can control.
So the government is purposely creating these Mandela effects. The Bernstein Bears was the Bernstein Bears, not the Bernstein Bears, and the government's just trying to the government's just trying to fuck
and
with
Fruit
us
of the Loom did have a cornucopia logo.
Wait, it doesn't?
Oh my god.
No, it has the fucking fruit on the underwear.
Cornucopia
got fruit, but not a cornucopia. But you've seen a cornucopia before, right?
Yes. I've seen it.
Same.
Fucking flat earth. Flat earth is real. Yeah. Okay.
This is what I'm saying. This is how they got me.
This is the moment. This is how they got us, Dina. This is how they got us.
Yeah.
I'm going to ride off this cliff with you, buddy. All right.
Shout out.
Shout out.
If Daniel's going down this road, I know I'm wrong.
But you want to know what's never wrong, Dina? Our next
Your mom.
segment, because
that's true.
No lies detected.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, my mom. Yeah. That checks. That checks. So Dina, it's time for a segment that in no way we stole from We Have Issues or anyone else. This is a completely original segment, and you guys should definitely not check out Stevie and Anthony at We Have Issues podcast and check out their incredible comic Deathless and.
Did you say not check out?
Yeah, don't, because then they will never know that there is any other segment that we could have possibly stolen this thing from.
Allegedly.
So guys, just don't. Yeah, allegedly. So, this is where we like to check in with our writing and whatever creative projects that we're on, and share the world. We've been months off, so we have to have had some accountability buddying, Dina.
Yep. Skip. Uno reverse.
That's not how this works. That's not how this works, Dina.
I have it written because I don't know what I'm doing for book 3. Book 2 is in line edits on the second round. I have a new editor. I hear she's doing great. And I don't know what to do for book 3. So,
I mean, you've taken a pretty hard left turn from, coming of age teen romance with a little bit of magic to now magic is going to be a fucking thing and shit's going to get fucked up. Like, are you going to go full on dragons?
Actually, I'll take this one. I'm actually working on Dina's book 3. That's what I've been working on. It's called Everything Special. Yeah. And
it is, but okay.
told you I'm working on it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Really fleshed it out. Yeah, that's what I've been working on.
I'm proud of you, Sean. No, I'm definitely proud of you. How is your Madden franchise going, buddy? Are you doing well?
No, not at all.
Who's your?
Oh, I bet on sports ball.
Oh yes, that's right. And
That's
did you
right.
win?
Yeah. No,
Shout out Detroit Lions. Wait, I thought you
Shout
took
out.
the Lions.
Defend the roar.
that was my second
Restore the
bet
Dan-
because I lost the first one. So I was like,
So it was a wash.
full send. Yeah.
It's a wash. Yeah, I don't see a problem.
That's a win.
Well, I
It's a
still
huge
lost
win.
money, but yeah.
But you won some money back.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? It's like the same thing. It's no problem. No problem. Perfect. Yeah, I finally sent off my book 2 as well, waiting to see if Lost Boys Press wants it or if they're like, you know what? 1 was enough from you, big guy. So we'll see what happens there, but excited about it. And if they pick up book 2, that means I actually have to write book 3. So Dina, maybe you can write my book 3 and I'll write your book 3. What do you think?
I already
That's a
wrote her
deal.
book
I'll
3.
take that.
Okay, perfect.
I'm right here, but that's okay.
Voicemail.
Do we have a voicemail?
Hey, I'm out here in Perfection, just taming a couple horses, and damn it, Earl, who the hell are you talking to? Now, this is Don't Make It Weird podcast. It's who we've been listening to, in the truck when I was eating the bologna and beans with the cilantro. What?
Oh, son of a
damn
bitch.
assholes.
It's going to be one of
I don't
those
know
days,
why
huh?
you doing that. You really think they're going to play that message on there? Damn it, Valentine. I don't care. I need to tell them my opinion on feet. I had to massage Val's feet the other day. They were kind of yellow, but don't you tell them how yellow my feet are. Boy, I'm going to come over there. I'm going to make you feel this. All right? That's what she said. Damn it, already. All right, so listen. Anyway, Sean, Daniel, Dina, Val and I, we've been listening to your show. Quite like it a lot. And I don't know about like it. I tolerate you listening to it. Damn it, Valentine. How many times I got to tell you that when I'm calling somebody on the phone, you are not supposed to interrupt me. I don't care. I'm going to do my job. Yeah, we got to be a dumbass. Oh, anyway, Daniel, Sean, Dina, I just want to let you know that you 3 are the most beautiful people in all podcasting land.
No, you are beautiful.
I know what you did. Hey, don't you dare compare them. I like Anthony and Steven. They're a lot better. And I feel that they have the accountability buddy section a hell of a lot longer than Don't Make It Weird. Hey,
Allegedly.
it doesn't matter. This is an acquiescence relationship, and you're gonna allow them to do both. Okay. All right. Whatever. Finish the phone call. So yeah, we just wanted to tell you both, all the way from out here in Perfection. Good luck. And keep it on the show.
God, the weirdest boner right
Calling from Perfection. That's a Tremors
Don't
reference.
Look at us when you say that.
I think that was our friend Levi. They have been watching or listening to our entire catalog from the beginning. And yeah, Levi, thank you for calling. That was very interesting, and I've already almost finished my whole first Sunny D Vodka Seltzer, thanks to you.
now. Yeah, I was planning on pacing myself a little bit, but Levi wanted to see us get drunk today. So Levi, I appreciate you, buddy. Big shout out. Big shout out to Tremors.
Yeah, check out the Talking Tremors podcast on YouTube. That's Levi's show.
Levi!
All right.
Well, this is a good time. Man, I'm so excited. So now, guys,
Daniel?
if you want to be like Levi, if you want to
there it is.
have your beautiful voice grace our airwaves. Airwaves?
Airwaves.
Waves.
Your airway is the thing you breathe through.
Okay. Got it.
Thanks a lot for Daniel.
You guys can go and leave us voicemail at 347-69-WEIRD. That's 347-699-3473. And we'd love to hear from you guys. It'd be a lot of fun. We miss you. We miss all your voices. Your sensual So guys, Sean, would you say that you're a tease?
When I need to be, yeah.
Oh, can you guys see the pickle now? Oh, here we go.
Can we see?
Felt weird
Sean's
when
pickle?
I was two-handing it.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes you got to use two hands.
Something no one's ever said to me before.
You have small baby hands.
Oh, buddy.
I'm gonna get it with my strong hand. You know what the fuck was that?
Take my
sound?
strong hand.
Sean, I need you to go ahead and clip that. Whatever that just was.
Okay, remember I lost my voice and I'm still recovering from that, so that's my laugh right now.
That was like an alien, like I don't.
I can't.
We're just
wait
gonna have to make her laugh a little more.
Yeah, I'm just gonna head. Sean, can you go? We're gonna put this right here so we can just have this edited. Can you just play that again for me?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, it's just beautiful. It's just majestic. I hope that this gets added to the soundboard. I think that this is a beautiful, beautiful.
Go on.
Yep. Sorry.
It wasn't a winner like you thought it was.
I think it's a winner, and I think when the folks hear it again, like right now, they're gonna agree with me that this sound is amazing. Might be my new ringtone, but anyway. So Sean, could you give your friends a little thumb right up the rear end, a little crikey? And
I saw a hilarious video. No, I'm sorry, I won't side rail us again. Go ahead.
I'm gonna sneak up behind him and stick my finger in his bum.
Crikey, that's a good one.
I'm gonna stick my head up there and take a look around.
Can you give the audience a little?
I was asked to do story time this week, and I chose a theme. So the theme of my Choose Your Adventure was times that I got to meet a celebrity, and the winning story is called Let's Shake Hands. So that's the story that I will tell a little bit later.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Shook
But before
hands
that,
with the devil. Sorry.
Close.
On the east side.
but before we do that, Sean, I think we got a little game that we're gonna play today, buddy.
Yeah, we're gonna play a new game called Weird Definitions. Dina wanted to do word association, of course, but can't do that every time. So, in this game, I'm going to mention a word that Daniel and Dina probably don't know the definition of. In fact, I would venture to guess that most people don't know the definition of these words, and they're going to both take a stab at. You know what that means.
I know the definition of that one. Very well aware.
Sorry, if I cut in and out, it's because I have a horrible cough, and I'm trying to mute it when it happens. So just bear with me here. Daniel and Dina will each make up a definition for the word, and then I'll reveal the actual definition. I will award points however I see fit. Doesn't matter. They don't count for anything.
That's fair.
So let's get started.
Let's go.
The first word is petrichor. Petrichor.
Fuck, I've heard this word. This is not my first time hearing the word. As far as the definition, this would be
okay, let me make this clear.
Uh-huh.
Let me make this clear.
Yeah.
You're supposed to act like you know what it means. Like,
oh, perfect. Got this.
Let's really sell it, okay?
Okay, I got it.
I know what it means. Oh,
Producer Sean. Oh, sorry. Dina, can I go first?
No, I was going to go first. It's talking about the petrified center of a tree, like one of the petrified trees or whatever they're called. Do they have an actual name for petrified trees? Anyway, that's the core for...
Yes, it's called a petrified tree.
It's the center for petrified trees.
So Dina, this is... You're close. You're close on this, but let me, a man, help you with the definition, okay?
I'm so glad you're here.
It is the mummified remains of a pharaoh's penis. So it is the core of the man. So when they, kind of get into the pyramids and are looking at the burial chambers, the petrichor is often one of the most sought out elements of the antiquity process.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so close, except not. A petrichor refers to the pleasant, earthy smell after a rain. Petrichor.
Yeah, so the core of a rainforest is what I was talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Dina gets 300 points for that one. Let's go on to the next one.
Okay, hold on. So the whole fucking thing that I do in my book, where whenever it's a flashback and there's the whole scene of she smells like the forest after I could have just said petrichor the whole time.
Yep.
No.
Petrichor is reference to the
She smelled
earthy
like
smell.
petrichor.
Daniel,
After
can you
the rain.
spell it for me?
Yeah. Petricore.
So close. It's Petrichor.
Where the fuck is there an H in there?
Core.
I don't know. Why does your name have an X in it? All right. The next word is nudiestertion.
Excuse you, sir.
Nudiestertion.
Could you use it in a sentence?
I believe that would give away the definition of the word. So
I don't think it would. I think you should use it in a sentence.
I think that if we were doing a spelling bee, then I would use it in a sentence.
Can you just say it one more time?
But I think you
Word
guys
of
are
origin?
experts, and Daniel will
Language.
tell us what the definition of nudiestertion is.
So nudiestertion is that one time I got this girl Esther naked, and we kind of did it on an airplane, and so it's a nudiestertion.
Sorry, it's. Let me make sure I get the pronunciation correct.
Yeah.
It's nudiestertion. Nudiestertion.
Duty. So it's a D.
Nudiestertion.
Nudiestertion.
N as in Mancy. Nudiestertion.
Nudiestertion.
But we're gonna stick
naked
with
studying.
That's talking about the pole that keeps the earth in
pole.
place. No,
Yeah, the pole.
it's talking about the pole that keeps the earth in place because it's flat, so it's
Yeah,
just
the
sitting
flat
on
earth
it like a
felt-
There's
lollipop.
literally just a stick.
It's just one giant stick keeping it firmament.
That's
It's a
an
literal
estrogen.
pole.
Estrogen.
It's the nudie estrogen. Nudiestertion refers to the day before yesterday. Nudiestertion.
No, it doesn't.
Is the what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the day before yesterday.
It's
is
the day before
nudiestertion?
Nudiestertion. Yeah, day before yesterday.
I
All
call
right.
bullshit.
That's
I don't
another
believe you.
752 points for Dina. She's in the lead.
She's doing great.
All right, the next word is winkle picker. Winkle picker.
Shut
No,
up,
it's
Sean.
not.
Shut the fuck
No,
up.
it's not.
Shut the fuck
What?
up.
What's wrong with that?
Language of origin, please.
Polish.
Can you say it one more time for me, Sean? Can
Winkle picker.
you say it in an Irish accent?
I don't do an Irish accent.
British accent?
So winkle picker is what
Winkle
they use
picker.
to shovel
Winkle pecker.
the gunk out of the bottom of a moose's
moose's knuckle.
moose's
Like a knuckle?
Mises.
his hoof. Yeah.
Yeah.
A knuckle. Okay. Moose
Yeah,
knuckle.
moose
Got it.
Yeah.
Moose
Daniel?
knuckle is a hoof.
The winkle picker is. It has to be penis involved. I'm sorry. It's penis involved. If it's not
Winkle
penis
pecker.
involved, it's fucking wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. That's when you're trying to get a little bit of the extra like lint. Like, how sometimes you get a little lint in your pants and you see like it kind of like gets on you a little bit. You gotta pick it off of your junk.
So it's lint on your junk.
Yeah, that you have to pick off. Yeah.
You have to pick it up.
Oh, I mean, it's uncomfortable. Otherwise,
What kind of
like,
underwear are you wearing? That's not normal.
both of you
He's
assume
not
I'm
wearing
wearing any underwear
pants at all.
Yeah.
There's nothing on his bottoms. He's winning
Should get like the soft mesh sports kind.
Mesh.
It's not
All
like
right, you guys.
mesh, but the fabric is breathable.
Okay, breathable fabric. Got you.
Got it. Winkle picker is a style of shoe or boot in the 1950s with a sharp and long pointed toe. Winkle picker.
Yeah,
That
so
makes a lot of
that's
sense.
that's the shoe that the moose wears. That's what I said.
Yeah, she did. She did
Dina
say
gets
it had something to do with the
658 points for that one.
yeah, with the F word there. Yeah,
She's going to keep the lead after that round. All right, the next word is sugsang. Sugswang. Sugswang.
Sean. Stop.
It's spelled Zugzwang.
Oh,
It says
Zug
Zug
swing.
swing. Obviously.
Oh, it's Zug swing.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah.
That's a Chinese top. Like the spinner tops.
Like a
Obviously.
Zugswang.
Zug swing.
Sugswang.
It was
Made in
actually
China.
it's not actually a thing. It's a term that refers to the first song by Wang Chung. Before they did Everybody Wang Chung Tonight, they did Everybody Zhu Wang. tonight?
Zugzwang.
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 Oh, it's like you're not even trying. I'm not gonna lie here. I'm really disappointed in you.
It's definitely music related. 100% music related.
Zugzwang is a situation in a game of chess where the obligation to make a move in one's turn is a serious, often decisive disadvantage.
So I was right with the Chinese origin.
Yeah.
No, what?
Actually, I do want to find out the real origin of this word. Hold, please.
Has to be like German, man. It's got to be German.
It sounds German.
Zugzwang.
That's when you're in Zug.
If this is Chinese,
Zugzwang.
I'm going to take my shot right now.
I hope it's Chinese. No, it's a German origin. That's correct. German origin.
Let's go.
All right.
I'm doing great. This is going really well. I should have you know that like vocabulary is one of the like areas I tested really highly in school. So
I'm so excited for these words. I wasn't going to do all of them, but I'm having a good time. So we're going to do all of them.
I'm here for it.
We're going to go with gorgonize. Gorgonize.
So do you know what gorgons are?
Yeah,
it's like your organs that are
inside of you.
Yeah. Yeah, like an engorged
No,
organ.
gorgons.
Yeah, it's like a gigantic organ.
No, those are those North Korean woogies that what was the word?
Did you say woogies?
Woogies. I would like a definition of woogies is what I would like.
Why don't you define woogies, Daniel?
No, a woogie?
Yeah, it is.
Are you talking about a Wookiee? From Star Wars?
With a G.
No, a woogie.
Daniel,
Sean,
have you not
she
done your
needs to go
research
finish her drink when she finds out this isn't a word. Can you go Google this fast? We're turning into gambling. Dina's gambling now. Ever since she got her taste from football, now we're putting wagers on our game.
Yeah, a woogie. A woogie can be an adorable creature, cat-like in appearance, or a hideous burlike, and prickly.
What?
Yeah.
Just for that, you're not getting a publishing deal.
Fine, I fucking deserve it. A woogie?
Yeah. So
What
glad
about
I was
a
right.
puckwudgie?
I'm Googling this. I don't trust
Puckwudgie.
Sean's on the take. Sean's on the take. The first thing that pops up is some Korean idol.
I searched for woogie cryptid.
Okay, hold on. Because I just put woogie in and it's just all this Korean guy.
Puckwudgie.
A woogie encounter with the SCP.
What about Boogie Woogie Bugle Lover on Cryptid Crew?
Oh, a woodgie. A woodgie.
Puckwudgie.
No.
Yeah, I've heard
a
of
woogie encounter.
A woogie is what you get when an ant sneezes. It's like a booger, but it's made of wood.
Fine, fuck it. Anyways,
where was I going with that? What word are we on?
Gorgonize.
Oh yeah, so a gorgon. You know what a gorgon is? Yeah, so
Totally.
I don't remember what I was going to say, and it was really clever.
I'm so proud of you.
Nailed it. Daniel, what does gorgonize mean?
So the Gorgon, like Medusa, are, kind of like the serpent-haired people that turn individuals into stone. So this has to be something related to, turning crafting something into stone. So we're going to Gorgonize it.
Perfect. So gorgonize means to have a paralyzing or mesmerizing effect on someone. So Dina gets 1,000 points for that one, obviously.
Yeah.
You want to know what was funny is my first thing is I was going to make a joke that gorgonizing is when my wife gives me that look that makes me not move. And I actually would have been right had I gone with my fucking around answer.
Yeah, but we want fake definitions with confidence. Okay, that's what we want. Okay, the next word is snollygoster. Snollygoster.
What Harry Potter bullshit is this?
Real word. These are all real words.
One more. What is this again?
Snollygoster.
What's its country of origin?
Well, a snolly is that's the boot end of the trolley. So, and then a ghoster is a ghost's ex.
Ghost's ex?
So it's
the origin
a ghost
is Pennsylvania
train.
German.
Oh, it's like running a train on a ghost. Nice.
Pennsylvania German is the
Or
origin.
a ghost train. Do you know what a ghost train is?
Yeah, when you run a train on a ghost.
Yeah, it's just like a woogie. Daniel, Snollygoster.
Snollygoster is when you're Amish and you have finished raising a barn for the first time, and then you get completely blackout drunk with your Amish homies, and it's called the Snollygoster. Like that's
Can
the
the
party.
Amish drink?
Only during
Every culture is drinking.
No. The Amish don't drink or do drugs or anything until they go on their what the fuck is it called? There's a ritual in
The
sabbatical
Amish tradition where like the teenagers who are becoming adults get to leave their community and go experience like regular everyday life, and they usually go on a bender with drugs and alcohol and sex and all that shit. I watched a documentary on it years ago. Sound off in the comments. Tell me what it's called. I'm not going to fucking look it up right now because I want you to tell me.
There's like a whole like dating show.
And then they have to decide at the end of it if they want to go back to their Amish community.
It was called like Breaking Free or something. Yeah.
I don't remember.
Anyway, so sorry. So what is... So go ahead and tell me that I was correct.
Snollygoster, a person...
Oh, no.
Oh, fuck, Dina. Oh, no, Dina. What happened?
What did you break?
I dropped my can.
Oh, Dina.
Now it's going to explode when you open it.
Uh-huh.
Snollygoster, a person, especially a politician, who is guided by personal advantage rather than by consistent, respectable principles. Snollygoster.
Huh. If only there was a politician that...
We're not going to do that.
Described.
The next word, actually, I'm sorry. Dina gets 7 points for that round.
Yeah, that's fair. Only 7. Yeah.
The next word is, you guys might actually know this one.
Okay.
Flibbertigibbet.
The fucking character on Rick and Morty.
Flibbertigibbet.
There is definitely Flibbertigibbet has been mentioned on Rick and Morty.
Flibbertigibbet is a real word with a real definition. And Dina, what is that definition?
That's the Lady Liberty's toenails.
The French have been known to use Flibbertigibbets every now and again. Yeah, no, that makes sense. But Dina, let me go ahead and as a man, let me tell you why you're wrong.
Okay.
Yeah. So what a Flibbertigibbet is when you're sailing and you guys, when you've been out at sea for a significant period of time and you get naked and you need to make sure that you give like the jib a little extra work, you know?
Is the jib
work together.
Is that a penis?
It can be both. A ship
Both
part
what?
and a peern. A penis and a part of the ship sail.
Okay.
Depends on what mood you're in.
Yeah.
That's great, Daniel. Really good job. Yeah. Flibbertigibbet.
I just had a mind map.
Dina's mind map.
Mind map.
Okay, so you said the sail, and then I was still thinking about the Amish, but then earlier I also saw this TikTok about what women did on the show Survivor if they had their period, and I was like, oh, and like when I was watching that TikTok about the woman on Survivor, I was also thinking about like what women did back like in biblical times or whatever when they just shoved hay up there. And I was like, oh, tampons, that's a sin. And then I went back to the Survivor lady who used a cup. And I was like, well, wait, they had to use like hay and like cloth before. So what if you just shoved the whole sail up there and like you were a pirate, like a female pirate. And then you had like a bloody ship. And it was just like, you know, it gave like more credence to the pirates.
So Flibbertigibbet
This might have been the most mind-mappiest mind map that Dina has ever taken us on. I didn't expect to end where we did with where we started. Sean, thoughts?
Flibbertigibbet, a frivolous, flighty, or excessively talkative person. And Daniel, you'll get the points for this one because you're definitely a Flibbertigibbet.
Yes, sir.
The next word is
I'm honored. I'm going to tweet that right now.
With it.
Borborygmus.
Lou Ferrigno?
Borborygmus.
Dina, would you like to go first?
You guys know about never mind. That's not appropriate to say on air.
Nope, Dina. Yep.
Or
Go
no,
ahead,
I
Dina.
can't
Just
say it on air.
Yeah, Dina. Yep. You know what? We'll bleep this out if we need to bleep this out. But I need to hear what you're going to say.
Can you pronounce the word again?
Borborygmus.
Okay, so I was thinking of Borg.
All right, so we'll go ahead and bleep that. We'll bleep this whole thing out. And Dina,
Borborygmus. We're live,
yeah,
by
Lou
the way.
Ferrigno is so disappointed in you right now, Dina.
I don't know who that is.
The original Hulk.
Oh.
I'm a little sad right now with what you just said. I don't know why dolphins had to be involved. But Dina, can you just go ahead and apologize? You just, yeah.
Sorry.
She's sorry.
I really am sorry.
So sorry.
Oh, is it still going? I'm sorry.
Sorry.
All right, so Borborygmus. Dina, what does Borborygmus mean?
Richter mortis.
Richter
Rigor
mortis.
mortis.
Rigor mortis.
No, she said Richter mortis.
I remember earlier when I said I was smart.
The Richter mortis. Okay.
Homeschooled. Go on.
Yeah, so this has to do with when you try to get Brussels sprouts and you put them in your socks in order to ward off evil.
Borborygmus.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Borborygmus is the rumbling sound your stomach makes. Borborygmus.
Oh, when like you're in mid shower, that makes sense.
Oh
I have
my
the
God.
Borborygmus.
That's called a callback, everybody.
Got it. But Sean, how do I spell Flibbertigibbet?
FLIBBE.
Sorry,
RTI.
FLI. Sorry,
Oh my God.
she was coughing during it. One more time.
FLI.
Uh-huh.
BBE.
BBE.
RTI.
RTI.
GIB.
GIB.
BET.
BET.
Flibbertigibbet.
Fucking hell. Let's go.
You okay, Dina?
I spit out my drink.
Perfect. We'll do two more.
We'll do two more.
Eulotrichus.
You're a eulotrichus. Fuck you.
Eulotrichus.
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 No,
That's the
eulotrichus.
That's the root of the eucalyptus plant.
That's what happens when I have carnal relations with a friend's grandmother.
Eulotrichus.
You treat her like a eulotrichus.
Eulotrichus. Having woolly or crispy hair. Eulotrichus.
I'm
He
not
was
wrong.
close in origin.
I'm not wrong, baby.
He was pretty close. So as a result, I'm going to award Dina with 785 points.
Thank you.
And
that seems
for
fair.
our last one, our experts on words here are going to give us the definition of ageless. Ageless.
That's ageism, but a person.
Ageless.
I got nothing. That's just someone who reminds you of Jar Jar Binks. They remind you of an agelist.
Wow, that was a real phoned in answer there, pal. Dina,
Yeah, that really
what's
was.
the
I just
real
fucking shoehorned
definition?
that bad boy in. Yeah, that just fucking straight in there.
What's the real definition to ageless, Dina?
Oh, I already said mine.
Yeah,
That's
she
your
did.
definition?
Yeah.
Agelist is
Yeah?
ageist?
I don't know why you gotta come for me like that, Sean.
Yeah, what the
I
fuck,
mean,
Sean?
That's my
I don't know. You're the
definition.
champion
I
of
get
this game.
I get you're not feeling good, Sean. But you don't have to
Agelist.
bully. Don't bully Dina.
Agelist is a person who never laughs, aka Dina, after Daniel tries to say something funny. And this has been Weird Definitions.
You fucking set me up for that one. You went all the way through just to set me up on the last word.
You set yourself up by not making Dina laugh.
No, that's fair. That's a good point. You know what? This seems as good of time as any way to try Curveball, the original barbecue whiskey.
Oh, Lord.
This
That's
is
just going to
sweet.
taste like liquid smoke.
It's supposed to be sweet and smoky. God damn it! I can already tell this is gonna suck.
Why'd you smell it?
Because I
That's
hate
what she
myself,
said.
Sean. There's my cue.
That's just so much.
Not really. It's only like 50 milliliters or something.
Is that how much a shot is?
Oh, a shot's usually an ounce to an ounce and a half, but those little bottles are measured in liters.
You're using 2 different measurements here, Sean.
Yeah. So how many? So
I didn't come up with the system.
50 mLs.
But thanks.
How many ounces is that?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Sean, to the ounce machine.
Convert 50 milliliters.
Oh, God, that aftertaste is so bad.
Also, that's what she said.
50 milliliters
Also,
is 1.6.
I thought a shot was 2 ounces.
1.5 ounces. And 50 milliliters, which is what's in that tiny bottle, is 1.69 ounces. Nice.
Nice.
What? Oh, maybe it just seems like so much more because it's like gurgling down the neck.
Yeah.
That felt
That's
very
what
sexual.
she said. God damn it.
Didn't have a choice there. You know what, guys? We've been edging long enough. I think that Sean needs to deliver.
No.
All right. I need you to give me the Dutch rudder here, buddy. It's time.
You want to double check the rundown, pal?
No, I do not. I just want to do what we just did.
I did not.
Don't think I will.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
So you guys, we're going to discuss collaboration in writing today. And Daniel's very well prepared for that. As someone who's collaborated with Dina on a number of erotic scenes in her books. So I feel like they're a good duo to talk about this topic. So we're going to discuss the benefits and challenges of collaborating with other writers, editors, or artists.
So let me just start out. Dina, what's it like to write sex scenes with me?
Are we doing a bit or like do I need to be serious?
This is the discussion
your
segment,
heart.
so let's be serious.
Yeah, we're serious right now, Dina.
It was eye-opening and I learned a lot.
Would you say it was a positive experience, Dina? Would you do it again?
No.
But you already have, Dina.
She's already gone to multiples.
Yeah, we've done it twice already, Dina.
It is. Here's the thing.
I'm not going to bail you out of this.
Here's the thing. I needed a man, and I am not afraid to admit I am a trad wife, and I needed a man.
I needed a man's. No, okay, but jokes aside, as much as I like grilling Dina on this, one of the most like beneficial things about, we always joke around about our little sync pickle mob, which is our little like kind of writing group within a group. And Sync Pickle Be Praised, shout out Shannon. One of the things that's really is beneficial, even though, a lot of it is us just kind of giving each other a lot of shit, is that it really does help with perspective. And we can give a specific scene where I can give, something to Dina or something to Shannon and say, hey, listen, I know I'm a dumb caveman. How can I make this, not be offensive? Or, I don't want to write as much as maybe that's how my stupid, dumb male mind works. Where I'm like, and girl took off shirt and she showed her boobies and the boobies were awesome. Doesn't really translate well to the written word. And so having, people that you can kind of co-write with, edit with, that are kind of like, that understand you really does help make a difference because it does give a more balanced perspective, both for male and female writing, I think.
Yeah, I think perspective is key there because a lot of times, as much as we try to be aware and have as much knowledge as we can possibly attain, like we can't always live somebody else's experiences and we can't know like what they're thinking or what their POV would be. So it's very important to have those other people that you can rely on to give you other insight as well.
Yeah. And I think that, it is hard to kind of share what we think our novel creative idea is, but I think within reason, having those outside people to collaborate with make a big difference because sometimes you get so stuck in your own head. And there's been so many things where, when I first was writing or editing, I'm like, this is a good line. This is a fucking good passage. And then, you get that second person that starts, either as a beta reader or an editor, and they look at it and they go, the fuck are you trying to say here? This is awkward and clunky as shit. And you need that outside voice that kind of helps you with that. And I think that taking that feedback is one of the hardest things to do because you kind of fall in love with little bits of your writing. But I've yet, and I'm sure that there's examples out there, especially in the past, where people soloed a book completely by themselves and had zero input and just released a fucking bestseller. But like, I don't think that anyone writes a book solo nowadays. Not a good one, you know?
Yeah, I think you always have to have that sort of sounding board. And like, in order to make the most of those collaborations, you need to be able to be like totally open to other people's feedback and be willing. Like, if you're going to come to somebody and ask for help and ask for their perspective, you have to be open to it. You can't be resistant the second that they give you what you're asking for. You have to try to put yourself in their shoes and set yourself aside.
And, kind of piggybacking off of that, one of, I think, the most difficult things is that, people think that if you get a beta reader or get feedback on your story, they think that it kind of ends there. You either incorporate it or you don't. But what would you say, Dina, that like the importance of how you can communicate with, whether it's an editor or a beta reader, what are some mistakes people make in terms of that communication?
I think that would have to be like a personal preference, but like the vast majority of writers that I know of have Bye, Daniel.
Hi.
What the hell just happened?
I was trying to rearrange and then I hit a wire and listen, mistakes were made.
The vast majority of the writers that I know they hate when beta readers comment back and forth within a document. That's a pet peeve of mine as well. Except I will say I do appreciate commenting back and forth in the document under the comments with an editor. But a lot of like with beta readers, I hate communicating in the document because once I'm done reading it, I'm not going to open it up again because I'm not your editor. I'm a beta reader. Yeah. I read it once. That's just my preference. Though.
Yeah. So the response to it, and that makes sense. I think that you're right. Everyone has different communication preferences and needs. So I think that before you go into beta reading or even, when you get with your editor for the first time, because, thankfully I got to work with like 3 different editors and everyone has a little bit of a different style.
He was like 6, but go on.
He was like 7. Yeah. But it, like for me personally, I'm the same way where if I see your comment, I'll either incorporate it or I won't. But if it needs like a follow-up, then like I'd just rather text and be like, hey, so you said this, but I thought that, you know what I mean? And then you just kind of take it offline and then discuss it there versus just going back and forth because it feels like kind of super passive aggressive.
It is passive aggressive. And it's also just like a very slow form of communication because I'm not going to sit there with especially if it's not my document, I'm not going to sit there with your document open. Once I read it, I'm done.
Yeah. And let's kind of shift gears a little bit because you for a while, and I know that you're hoping to pick back up your plant story where you've been co-writing some stories with other authors. What's that experience like? Because that's not something I've personally done, but I'm definitely open-minded to trying at some point.
So I've actually, I am planning on co-writing a novel with somebody once I finish writing book 3. And I've actually sort of co-written with Thomas Anthony Lay. Previously.
Red God.
Hey, babe. And also with Shannon and several other female writers on a group novel. And with Tom, we did the same thing. Like we just communicated offline and then like we would add notes into the document and then talk about it offline. That it was easier to work one-on-one, but we both got busy, so we dropped that project. Working with a group of 3 other authors, though, with that one with Shannon, that was a lot. And it took a lot of collaboration. And we had to make a document, like a Google Doc, assigning parts. And like literally all of us would edit the Google Doc to outline this novel and what we were going to do and like collaborate our ideas. And you would just see like strings of messages that we would have to later go back and organize. It was a lot.
Okay. And that makes a lot of sense. So I think that I guess like for me, the ending thing is that it all comes down to not just communicating, because that's like the easy answer, but knowing the ways that both not only you want to be communicated with, but the people you're working with want to be communicated with is finding that style and system that works for you guys. Because I don't think that any sort of collaboration on something like this works unless you can be completely transparent and kind of open and honest. Like you have to check your ego at the door a little bit.
Yeah, we went through several different methodologies on that big group collaboration to try to figure out what was best for us. Because we started off messaging because all of us are we message people, we don't talk in the document. And we thought that would work, but with a bigger group, it didn't. So we had to go to a separate document just to communicate what was going to happen in that book. And I really want to do it again. It was a lot of fun.
And so I guess that I think that that's the key there, is that I think that the passion projects in general probably kind of roll solo. Like, if you got the book of your heart, not saying you can't collaborate with people on that, because the world is full of exceptions to rules and everyone's different. But like, your personal passion project is probably one you want to keep to yourself. But what it sounds like, and stop me if I'm wrong, is that the fun projects, the kind of more creative, interesting, maybe weirder stuff is what would probably be a good collaboration candidate.
Yeah, like the obscure things that you don't usually do. But I'm also thinking about like the I Am Number 4 series and how it was written by two people and they broke up. And yeah, they assigned like one of them gave over the rights to the other and like he kept writing. I'm wondering like the ins and outs of that because that's a very popular series. It's big, it's huge, it's long. That's what she said.
That's what she said. There we go. And that's the perfect thing to end it on right there. So,
I wasn't done. Wait.
Oh,
I was in the middle of a fucking thought.
That seemed like an ending to me.
So like obviously they started together. So I want to know like the ins and outs of like where the fallout occurred in that. That would be interesting to know. Okay, now I'm done.
Yeah, wouldn't it have been cool if like we'd gotten one of the authors on the show and like talked with us? Like that would have been so cool. Like maybe we should reach out to him sometime, right, Sean?
Yeah, totally.
What a good idea.
And maybe they'll ghost us after watching or listening to an episode. Also, Daniel, totally classic you to not know when a woman's done.
Jokes aside, I do this to Miriam all the time because she puts these big pauses in her statements. So like we'll be talking on the phone and then they'll be like dead air and I'm like, oh, okay, this sentence is finished. All right, I'll talk to you later. And then she'll be like, why are you rushing me off the phone? I thought you were done.
Silence is okay.
You should try listening. So Is it time? Is it finally?
We're all about storytelling here, and as such, we try to share a fun story each week. So without further ado,
it's story time with producer Sean.
All right. So we're going to go back about 20 years. It was the resurgence of what became to be known as garage rock. There was a lot of young rock bands coming out around the same time that were kind of using like really gritty, like not overproduced sound, really like wild style of like rebellious rock and roll. The Hives come to mind, the Strokes, Jet comes to mind. I don't know, the Killers maybe could be thrown in there.
Yeah, they're a little more electronic, but yeah, no, that fits in that era.
But there was a band at the time that really caught my attention. A two-piece band called the White Stripes.
Oh, that's so weird.
I had heard their single, Fell in Love with a Girl, when they performed it live on the MTV Video Music Awards, which was a thing, kids, 20 years ago, where they played music videos on TV, and they had musical artists perform. And I was so blown away by the fact that it was just two musicians together, a guitarist who sang as well, and then a drummer. But it was just so high energy, and the performance was amazing, and they had like 100 people that all wore white and red, like candy stripes was their thing, so everything was white, red, and black. It was all a pure, like, aesthetic. Anyway, I was in a band, and one day in the garage when we were playing, I decided to just start playing Fell in Love with a Girl by the White Stripes. And our drummer, Emily, started playing along, and we had a really good time, so we decided to start covering their music. Fast forward we find out they're coming to the Warfield in San Francisco, which is like my favorite venue. It's a little theater. I don't know how many seats, but not many. It's like a really old venue too, so it's like got that really cool architecture to it. All general admission, and I swear it was like $20 a ticket or something. And they came 2 nights in a row, so that's what she said.
Hey.
They played 2 nights in a row. This was 2003, I believe. And we got tickets for both shows. When we got there, we saw their bus or their car like outside of the side entrance, which is like the stage side entrance. And we were like, maybe we should hang out after the show. We could possibly meet them. So we went and saw the show. They ripped into the first song, Let's Shake Hands. I'll never forget it. Amazing show. They played like 30 songs. It was so good. We bought merch. It was incredible. We decided to go outside and wait after the show, just hoping that they would come out and meet, and we could get a chance to meet them. I didn't really care about getting a photo or anything. Plus, cell phone cameras really sucked back then. So if you wanted a good photo, you had to bring a real camera, like a digital, like a point and shoot camera, or like one of those disposable ones. So we're waiting outside for a long time. There was other people waiting too. They kind of ended up leaving. It was probably 2 hours into it, and someone comes up to us from the general area of the side entrance. And he's like, hey, you guys trying to meet the White Stripes? We're like, yeah. And he says, listen, the security in there, they can be bribed pretty easy. Give me like $10. I'll go over there. I'll see if we can get you in.
You're about to lose $10.
I was like, I don't have cash, but Emily had cash, so she gave the dude $10. He walks over to the door, knocks on it. He's having a conversation with him. We're like 10, 15 feet away, so we don't really know what's happening. And the dude just walks away with the money.
Ah, boy.
Dude had nothing to do with the venue. He just was trying to get money out of some fucking naive kids. I should say we were like 17 at the time. So like,
still kids.
Not very weathered, not very experienced. They didn't end up coming out. We're like, we'll try again tomorrow. Again, the show was great the next day. Incredible. We showed up early, enjoyed the show, and waited outside. And finally, when we were just about to give up, the door opens, and Jack White and Meg White walk out. I was ecstatic. All I wanted was to shake their hands and tell them how much I loved them. My ex at the time, she was carrying our t-shirts, and she got hers signed by Jack and Meg. I took some photos with Emily in them, and I just said, I just want to shake your hand and tell you I love your music. We play your music in our garage all the time. It's a great time. And they were both very nice, and it was an incredible meeting. And afterwards, my ex realized she got my shirt signed instead of hers by mistake, because we both got the same shirt.
Fuck you, bitch.
So I have since framed that. I worked in a frame shop a few years later in my life, and I have that framed with the ticket stubs. It's one of my prized possessions. And this is a bonus story because there's another celebrity encounter that's related. A few months later, they came back and played the Berkeley Greek Theater, which is at UC Berkeley in California.
Yeah.
Incredible venue. It's like, it looks like a miniature Greek Colosseum, basically. Again, show was incredible. We're all filing out to leave at the end of the night, and I look over to my left, and Jason Lee is there. Jason Lee, the actor.
Lee.
From Mallrats, My Name is Earl. I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan, so I was like, holy shit, it's Jason Lee. So I like ran over there, and I was like, dude, Jason Lee, my name's Sean, I'm a huge fan. And I went to shake his hand, and he said, fist bump only, man. And I fist bumped him, and I said, don't worry, I'm not gonna stink palm you. And if you've seen Mallrats, you'll get the reference. Anyway, he was really great, and I think like a second after that, a bunch of other people realized Jason Lee was there and kind of rushed over, but I guess he was a big fan of the band and just wanted to see him live.
That's badass.
So I got to meet the band, and then a couple months later, I got to meet Jason Lee.
All because of the band. And listen, for folks at home that have been following our show, if you guys are the hardcore supporters, you know that one of my story times is about the time that I started a White Stripes cover band, which was really a Sean story. I still
that was
have,
on True Confessions, yeah.
That's right. I still have all the White Lines song on my iPod.
Yeah,
That's how
we called our
this
band
is.
the White Lines because it sounded like the White Stripes and it was a reference to cocaine,
That's
which
so
we didn't
cute.
do cocaine, but we thought it was cool to sound like we did
You
cocaine.
did cocaine.
So Sean, I hope, do you still have your own recordings? Like, could you splice in a little bit? All right, well then I'm going to go ahead and plug my iPod up to the laptop and see if I can send you
You've
over
been
some
telling me
stuff.
that for years. But yeah, that's how I met the White
I
Stripes.
took notes. I took notes.
Okay.
Okay.
Dina?
$20 a ticket. That's like $200 back then because you're so old.
Oh, boom,
Nailed it.
roasted.
Yep, that's correct. Boom, roasted.
Boom,
20
roasted.
years ago, that's older than me. Boom.
Boom.
roasted.
Boom, roasted.
Uh-huh.
Who doesn't carry cash back then? They didn't even have credit cards back then.
Boom, roasted.
Boom, roasted.
Are you telling me that this bitch didn't get both of your shirts signed? She only got she thought she only got her shirt signed? What the fuck? Are you kidding me?
If I remember correctly, she asked me if I wanted to get mine signed, and I said I didn't really care about getting it signed. I just wanted to shake their hands, and I also wanted to wear the shirt, and I wouldn't have worn it if it was signed, and I never did wear it because it was signed. So
Fair enough. Yeah, no, that makes sense. But these are all great questions, and I agree.
keep them
I
coming.
agree. Yeah, keep them. Yeah, that's
I
good
don't have
stuff.
any more questions. Thank you.
7 or 8 more questions, please.
This just made me so happy that was the song that I picked for this episode. I just
Fell in
That's a
Love with a
crazy
Girl
coincidence.
is the first song that I ever heard by the White Stripes, and Daniel used it in my intro, and he didn't know that this is the story I was going to tell today. He just did it because he knows that I like
Oh,
the
wait,
White
really?
Stripes. So
yeah,
Yeah.
I had no idea. This isn't a story that I've
Oh,
heard
I thought
from
this
Sean
was a
before.
bit.
No, 100%, dude. This was just, I picked a song that reminded me of Sean, which was the White Stripes because of the White Stripes cover band he did. And yeah.
true.
Y'all should get married or something. That's cute.
I
know, right? So
Sean's a
Dina,
sexy little bitch.
while you furiously scroll to your notes in your phone, why don't we give the opportunity to our audience to choose next story time with Dinasaurus?
It would be so nice of us if we did that for our audience and allowed them to pick a story time that they were interested in hearing, because there's just so many, and I couldn't pick for them.
You're doing such a good job of killing time. We're doing so good.
It would just
I'm
be
so
like,
proud of you.
this is a democracy. And one thing that I stand for is democracy. And that's
Sean.
why we set up the show.
Yeah, you're the democracy.
Yeah, because,
That
and
is
you know
right.
what? A filibuster. Let's talk about
She's
filibusters for
absolutely
a
Let's
second
talk
filibustering
here.
about
right
that.
I just think that Parks and Rec episode really opened my eyes to politics. And that's why the next story times or choose your own adventure segment that you guys can pick from
You're a
is
real flibbertigibbet right now.
my
A snollygoster, I think is what you meant.
A real snollygoster.
my first bar,
Uh-huh.
the horse ranch,
God damn it.
and the stolen lawn ornament.
Sean?
So Kelly likes the stolen lawn ornament. I don't know if you heard her in the background. But,
Yeah. No, yeah. I'm with you on stolen lawn ornament. Like, that's where my gut leads me. But I also can't stop thinking about H words.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
feel like we're going to have to prepare to get really drunk when she tells the horse ranch story. And you know our audience is going to pick that for that reason. So let's not even, pull any punches.
Yeah, audience, do the right thing. Do the right thing for our livers, okay? We're good people. We deserve this, I'm excited. I'm excited to get back on the story time. It's going to be a beautiful one. But you want to know what I'm most excited about, guys? I'm excited because I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a thing before we do this one. I've been holding on to one winner
Your
in
dick.
2003. Oh, it's not a winner. It's not a winner. From the literary
That joke
review.
was a winner.
Yeah, it was. And we've done every single cringy copulation that literary review's ever done, except for this one, because it's got some questionable content. And I can't wait to go on this journey with us as we get into the 2003 winner. Because you see, every week we celebrate some of the worst erotic literature in history, as selected by the Literary Review, a British literary magazine, in a segment that we call Cringy Copulation. These are real excerpts from real books intended to be taken seriously. This week's excerpt will be read by Dina, and is from the 2003 winner of the Bad Sex and Fiction Award, Bunker 13, by Andruda Bahal. Andruda Bahal... Hit me with that. Say it again. Say it again.
Get it, Andruda. Get it.
He's the founder and editor-in-chief of Cobra Post, an Indian news website. Prior to founding Cobra Post, he also co-founded Tehelka.
Tehelka,
Dina?
baby. Oh, yeah.
I got a
Dina,
piece
check
of
them
Oreo.
DMs.
If that's steamy shower voice, Dina, it's time to bring it back. Get hot with it.
I don't know how to say that word.
Go for it.
Placards. It's placards.
Not that word.
It's placards.
Jesus.
Just go for it, Dina. Don't read ahead. You know the rules.
Her breasts are placards for the endomorphically endowed.
Nailed
In
it.
spite of yourself, a soft whistle of air escapes you. Like a queef? Is she talking about a queef?
Let's
Please don't
save the commentary.
Editorialize.
Sorry.
Please don't editorialize.
In spite of yourself, a soft whistle of air escapes you. She's taking off her trousers now. Oh, I need to read this in a British accent.
Uh-huh.
They are a heap on the floor. Her panties are white and translucent. You can see the dark hair sticking to them inside. There's a design as well. You gasp. What's that, you ask? You see a designer pussy. Hair razored and ordered in the shape of a swastika. Hair razored and ordered in the shape of a swastika. The Aryan denominator. As your hands roam her back, her breasts, and trace the swastika on her mound, you start feeling like an ancient Aryan warlord yourself. She sandwiches your nozzle between her tits, massaging it with a slow rhythm. A trailer to bookmark the events ahead. I don't want to know what the events are. For now, she has taken you in her lovely mouth. Your palms are holding her neck and thumbs are at her ears, regulating the speed of her head as she swallows and then sucks up your machinery.
I've missed you guys so much.
That was the this excerpt is from the same year that I met the White Stripes. So
Yeah,
we're on brand here.
perfect. We are on point. And Dina, okay. So for the record, this is Indian swastika, very different than Nazi swastika. Still the same symbol.
What is it?
Vastly
Oh, it's the
different
same
meanings.
symbol? Oh,
Same symbol, but Indian Hinduism has a completely different meaning behind it, and it's actually like an important part of the culture. And then Nazi Germany kind of stole that shit and then
I have a
corrupted that
problem.
shit and made it terrible. Yes.
well, okay. Question: what's a design? What is a designer poussé?
Poussé, I assume that means that whenever you shave your pubic hair into a specific
You put a little
shape
extra
or
effort
letters.
into the artistry of your.
She sandwiches
Yeah,
your
package.
nozzle.
Yeah, so it's kind of like
Like
those
a
coffees
gasoline
where
nozzle.
like they make designs on your like latte, it's kind of like that.
I love that
It's like
journey
when
for
they
them.
put a swastika on your latte. Yeah.
Yeah, so you'd be an
Jesus
Aryan
Christ.
warlord. Like, I didn't know that was going to be my nightmare, but as a Jewish guy, that would be my nightmare, is to be getting all
Can you
amorous with
imagine?
a lady, and you just pull off her underwear, and you're like, oh, fuck.
There was so much detail into
He
the hair
wouldn't stop.
sticking to the
Just so we're
underwear.
clear.
Doesn't
would
matter.
never
Had
stop.
sex.
It matters. I'm gonna pass everybody on the street and be like, are you shaved with a swastika?
He would Hebrew hammer that designer pussy.
Yeah, do you have that designer pussy?
Wink, wink. You know what I mean?
Just next time you're having like a girls' night, like having a pillow fight and all that stuff, just ask. You know, just be like, hey.
Don't they all just
Have you ever had a pillow fight? I have not.
Of course I have.
Pillow fights. Yeah, what the fuck, Dina?
Well,
what is your childhood?
I mean, my brother has like body slammed me and knocked me out with a pillow, but like.
No, we beat the shit out of each other with pillows, dude. Yeah.
And a sock full of quarters. It's a real good time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really good time.
Yeah.
Sean, what were your thoughts on the hot, sexy reading that we just had?
I like how like it wasn't designed to be
swastika,
the Aryan denominator, but
yeah,
the male in this scenario thought it was, and not only was he not like put off by it, it like turned him on more.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was my favorite part.
That's a good part. I'm glad. Dina, any final thoughts on this blatant bit of sexual?
Blatant bit of sexual.
Yeah,
that's the end of a sentence.
I've had fucking barbecue whiskey and sour pickle vodka.
And Sunny D Vodka. What the fuck? Where did you get that? What the fuck?
It's Jar Jar.
Oh my god,
eyes.
people should put that on their penis.
It's Jar Jar Binks.
It's way too small for that, dear. But
it's not too small for me, Sean.
It's a good idea. I'll send it to you, buddy.
Daniel would make it work. I wonder if they make those for. Sorry.
Yeah,
they do make Pierner costumes. Like I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've seen like the elephant ones or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that what Tim does for you? Is that like date night?
No,
he gets a little.
That's weird.
He dresses it up.
Daniel puts an oyster costume on his.
Is this thing on?
It's like the little pearl in the oyster. All right, Daniel, why don't you tell the folks where they can leave us a voicemail one more time?
If you guys have thoughts on designer pussies or Sean and the White Stripes or Sean's luscious. This worked well.
We're making
That's
up
how
more
you
words
spell it,
today.
Yeah. Luscious, beautiful, full-body lips. Then please leave us a voicemail 347-69-WEIRD. That's 347-699-347.
He was talking about my labia.
Lower lips.
Boys have labia. Confirmed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We also have that time of the month too. That's pretty common with men.
That I actually do know. Thank you.
Yeah. But Dina, if the folks want to find you and send you like hot and sensual DMs, where should they find you on social media?
$20 for a DM.
$20 to DM. Okay. Cool.
You can find me on X at Dinasaurus D. That's D like these nuts.
And producer Sean, where can the folks find you, bud?
You can find me on x.com at Shasoldu.
What you having for dinner tonight, bud?
I made some marinated skirt steak and asparagus.
Skirt.
Can you say that a little slower and more sensual? Never mind, that was even better. You can find me on Twitter, because fuck X, at Dan Q Writes Thing. That's Dan Q Writes Thing singular.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong? Just your fucking Kelly coming in off the top rope in the background.
Dink.
That's rude. That's rude, executive producer Kelly. That's rude. But yeah, you can find me on there, and you can also check out my website. Sean, what's my website?
That's dumpsfordank.com. DUMPS, the number 4, DANQ.com.
Thank you. Perfect. All right, guys, until next week, because we're coming back at you longer, stronger, and full of donger?
Donger? Yeah. Full of Zugschwang.
It's full of Zugschwein, baby. We are so full of Zugschwein up in here. We love you guys all. We can't wait to see you guys again next week. Jazz hands.
Sometimes in this life we need
Don't Make It Weird with Daniel Quigley, Dinasaurus, and Sean Holden. Produced and edited by me, Sean Holden. Theme song by Amaria. Incidental music and sound effects provided by VoiceMod, as well as the YouTube audio library. You can rate and review this show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Good Pods, and wherever else you download your podcasts. Got a question for Daniel or Dina? Call the Don't Make It Weird hotline at 347-69-WEIRD. That's 347-699-3473, and leave us a message. It could be featured on a future episode. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to Don't Make It Weird on YouTube for the video presentation, or on your favorite podcast app for the audio-only version of the show. Thank you so much, and we love you.